We're back in our green room, and this time we're joined by James, who is Bitches with Wolves, essentially.
Pretty much.
With his fancy wellies. Tell me, you were telling me a story before we started rolling. Tell me about your wellies first.
My wellies are actually a pretty embarrassing story, because a couple of years ago I went to get myself Hunter Wellingtons, because Hunter Wellingtons were the rage. And then I went into Brown Thomas and I saw these pair of Chanel Wellington boots, which are these, and I thought they were pretty whopper. So I was like, okay, get me those. They didn't have them in stock for me in my size or whatever. So I got them to order them in for me, thinking that they were the same, I think €20 more expensive than the Hunter Wellingtons. And then I went to pay for them, and they'd ordered them in for me from somewhere stupid like New York or whatever. And they were about 3 times the price of the Hunter Wellingtons, and I had to pay for them. So I was raging.
How much were they?
They were like €200.
What?
Imagine paying.
What's wrong with these? I got these for $12.99.
I know. Imagine being the idiot that pays €200 for a pair of Wellington boots. I was Scarlett. Scar Johansson, some might say.
Fair enough.
But I had them ordered, so I had to pay for them. So I've worn them all of 4 times, which, yeah, I kind of have shame of wearing them every time I wear them.
Look, you paid for it, you got to wear them.
And you know what? They're styling, so what?
They are. You were on stage a little bit earlier on. How'd you get on?
I got on fantastic. The crowd. This is my 3rd year in a row doing Oxegen, and the crowd were fantastic. It was great. I got to do one of my new songs as well, which is a song called Eucalyptico, which is like the Miami Sound Machine kind of vibe is what I was going for. So I have Gloria Estefan out of it when I was doing it. And yeah, it went really, really good. I was delighted.
Cool. Was that one of the songs? By the way, thank you for doing the session for my show a little while back. Did you do that in the session, or is this a really new song?
This is a really new song, so I
Okay,
literally only had it finished in time for today. That's how new it was. So it's the first time performing it and everything. So it was really, really great. But the session that I did with you was amazing. Thank you so much for having me down.
You're very
it was
welcome.
Like such a fantastic experience. And it was actually, I just left my job that I was working in. I was working full time before to go and pursue my music full time. And that was the first thing that I did, kind of as a full time musician, and it was fantastic. So thank you.
Cool. We're delighted to have you in. Somebody described one of your live shows as visually striking.
Visually striking?
Is that accurate?
I don't know. Maybe, perhaps it is visually striking. Like, I think that the type of music that I do, which is intelligent pop, I think, that type of music should be really, a lot of it should be escapism. And I think that it's very important that when you're going to see somebody perform, that it's a show. So that's kind of, in my own way, what I try to do. So I and also I am obsessed with clothes, and I love any opportunity to go, put on something that I think is like totally deadly. So, I do kind of wear pretty different clothes, I suppose, to how most people would kind of, dress or whatever.
So are you more bling than rock and roll then?
No, I'm neither bling nor rock and roll. Although I'd like to be bling. Hopefully one day I'll be
a little bit bling.
These are just to prove to everybody how tough I am.
All right. Okay. I thought you were a bit like me, like a pacifist by physique, So.
We obviously haven't seen me in the sack. No, I'm only joking. No, this is, the rings are, I suppose the rings are pretty bling, all right. But I don't think I'm all that bling. But I am very rock and roll either, I don't think.
Okay.
Maybe my behaviour.
Well, I don't know about that now, but music. On a serious note, though.
Yes.
Where albums, singles? What's the story?
So I've just done my very first video, which was like the most amazing experience ever, because obviously I've dreamed of kind of doing this all my life. So then one of the things is that you dream of doing your first video. So that was for a song called Hurricane, which is also a new song, which I didn't get to do in the session, unfortunately. And that was like the most amazing experience ever. So I've kind of been figuring out what I want to do, and what I think that is the best thing to do next is, because you can't buy anything, so I'm piecing together an EP at the moment. So I pretty much finished it. I finished writing it. So I just have to do the vocals for 2 more tracks, and then it's donezo. So I think that that's going to be out in September, October time.
Because it's a weird time for music, because when you're talking about releasing stuff, it's actually really hard to make money from it now. Like, I've spoken to so many bands, and they're just going, we're just going to release it for free because, what's the point?
But totally, and I would totally agree with that. Because if you think about it, you as an artist, the only way to make money is through your live act, which is actually a brilliant thing, and it's something that I really I think is a great thing, because before it was the other way around. You made albums. So you toured to kind of promote your album, whereas nowadays you make an album to promote your tour. Do you know that kind of way?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So actually, for me, I think it's a great thing because that's where I really thrive, and what I really, really love is actually the live element of everything. So what we've done over the past couple of years, where I've kind of been building up what I do, is really try and hone the live thing and make the live thing as good as possible. And then when I felt that was ready, then I would release kind of something. So now I feel like I'm ready to release something, and that's what the EP is going to be.
And the live show, is it just you, or is there a band?
Oh, I have a great group of people that perform with me. So I have 3 backing singers, I have a DJ, and then I have 2 keyboardists who perform with me.
So they're essentially, are they kind of like a session band, or are they part of Bitches with Wolves?
Well, with Bitches with Wolves, it's just me.
Yeah,
So I wouldn't like to describe them at all as a session band, because they do everything with me, and I really feel that after kind of everything, we're a team.
Yeah.
Is kind of what it is.
Well, you're not going to make some of them your bitches your wolves, pardon the expression.
Well, no, because the way it works is in terms of how the music is produced. I go and I work with different producers, and it's just me doing that, and it's kind of me generating that. So if there's something that's possible to kind of on their end to contribute to that, then all well and good. But there's no we in Madonna, so there's no we in Bitches with Wolves.
Just finally, have you ever Googled Bitches with Wolves? Because you just get some very odd results, actually.
No, I'd be terrified of Googling Bitches with Wolves.
Well, the very odd thing, actually, I Google imaged to see some of the and when you scroll down, you see me interviewing Book 65. I've no idea.
You interviewing Book 65?
I've no idea what's going on there.
That's pretty amazing.
It is pretty amazing. He's pretty amazing too. Very talented guy. But anyway, we're running away off the point. It's a pleasure to meet you, sir.
Such a pleasure. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you again for doing the session.
No, thank you.
Brilliant.
Cheers.